What is the story, everybody? This is Jonathan from Team ChainBlock coming at you with yet another deck profile. But as always, before I get into it, please like, comment, and we appreciate anyone who has been smashing that subscribe button and helping us reach our new goal of 1,500 subscribers. So, in previous video, I was like campaigning for us to get to 1,400 subscribers. In actual fact, we only needed to get to 1,310. And that was just to overtake some local competition. And we are now the biggest Yugi tubers who frequent our very own UnderWorld Gaming. Shout out, appreciate everyone. As always, check the links in the description where you'll find the link to Kong's cards, and you can take advantage of our discount code, ChainBlock5, for 5% off all your current and future purchases. Most recent set at time of recording is the brand new set Duelist Advance, which features some incredible support, some new machine stuff, and some Monarch stuff. If it wasn't obvious enough by what you see in front of you here today, we are profiling for you Monarchs. So, Monarchs is a fan favourite archetype that at one time was the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably about 17 years ago at this stage. That'd be 2008, probably even longer. But yeah, the deck has most recently got some support. It's really, really fun. There is no extra deck. I think that is the way to play the deck. You can do some funny extra deck stuff if you really want to, but we're just going for some good old-fashioned domain, no fun for your opponent Monarch. So let's get straight on into it. You cannot mention Monarchs without mentioning the man himself, Lithium. I haven't looked at his lists yet, or anyone lists online. So if this list is even remotely similar to his, I will take this as a big compliment. As we all know, he is the master of Monarchs in Yu-Gi-Oh! So straight away, we have to go in with a trio, and that is the new YuGiOh, the Underworld Monarch. This card is so good. So what it does is, if it's normal or special summoned, unusual for Monarchs, you can add one Monarch spell or trap. That's really good, but it gets better. Or you can add one monster with 2,800 attack and 2,100 defense. Common theme here. Little bonus, it does get to change its attribute. That's relevant for other big Monarch tribute summons. And then if a monster with 2,400 or more attack and then 1,000 defense is tributed, you can't tribute summon. You can add this from your hand or special summon it. So even better, we don't need to play any funny extra special summons to get the first tribute off. This card does it all. Really, really cool. And then we have the standard in Ether and then Erebus. These cards are great. They all have, the big boys all have that they can tribute someone with just one tribute by tributing a monster that would tribute someone. So they only require one tribute and then they get some extra effects. They can do stuff on your turn. They can banish Monarch, spell and traps, immediately special summon. This one's recursion, really, really good. I think we know what these guys do. So now we have another trio in Tesseract, the Primal Squire. This card is also really, really good. So you can reveal one Monarch spell or trap in your hand, which you should have one. Then during the main phase, immediately after this summons, you can tribute summon one monster after you special summon this guy. Then, if this guy is in your GY, you can special summon one monster with 800 attack or 1,000 defense from your deck. It does lock you out of the extra deck. Obviously, that does not matter at all. But yeah, this card lets you get 3 normal summons off. Absolutely incredible if that comes up, which, you know, it should. But really, really good. The cards that this will be summoning from your deck are 2 YuGiOhs, the littler version we finally have, and then 2 Edith. These cards essentially search each other out just to get you more tributes on the field. So that is it for the Monarch monsters. Let's go into the Monarch spell or traps, as there is a lot of them. There's a lot of funny Monarchs I wanted to play, like the big Zaborg, but we just went with these ones, as I think they're the bread and butter of the deck going forward. Now, next we have some more new cards in the Monarch's Master Plan. Really, really good. I'm just going to read it out because it's so good. So you can send one Monarch spell or trap from your deck to the GY, except itself. And then if this is banished, which there's lots of ways to banish that, as we mentioned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, add one monster with the same attribute that has 2,400 attack or 1,000 defense from your deck or GY to your hand. And as we said, the new YuGiOh gets to change attributes on the field. And then immediately after this resolves, you can normal summon one of the big Monarchs. Really, really cool. The next new spell is 3 of the Monarch's Revolt. So you can discard 1 card, reveal 3 monsters from your deck, which is incredible, with again the Monarch stats. And then your opponent chooses one of them to add to your hand. So you can just pick the 3. It doesn't say 3 different ones. Really, really good. Now for the rest of the turn, again, you can't special summon the extra deck. That doesn't matter. It does have another great effect. You can banish from the GY and then special summon one monster with 800 attack or 1000 defense from your hand. Extra. So it searches and then it's like a bingo machine go and then gets you an extra tribute. So really, really good. We are of course on the 3 tenacity. That hasn't changed. We are on domain to lock out extra decks, of course. Still on the 3 pantheism. I remember when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, just beforehand, I played whatever game it was in the Switch, Legacy, the Duelist, and pantheism was like limited to 1. Absolutely incredible, great card, must 3 of. Another must of at 3 is the Monarch's Stormfort to tribute off your opponent's pesky monster. You should know that unfortunately up against Lunalite, that does not work. You'll have to side in some extra spicy side deck tribute monsters, whatever, just to get rid of them because it is unaffected. We are playing 1 Return of the Monarchs, incredible card, searches, does a lot. 1 is the only that is required. And then another new card, and the last new card is Monarchic Perfection. This card is really, really good. It does so much. Like, it gives you 6 options. You know when you see a card with bullet points, it's doing too much. So once per chain, which is really cool. If your opponent special summons a monster, which they might if they get rid of your domain, you control 1 tribute summon monster, which you should hopefully. You can banish 1 Monarch Spell or Trap from your GY. Again, I mentioned we'd have loads of ways to banish Monarch Spell or Traps, and then you can activate one of these effects. And they are destroy 1 monster in the field, either side, destroy the 2 spell or traps in the field, that's great. A random discard from your opponent's hand, destroy 1 face down card, place 1 card from the field on top of your deck, again, either side, or banish 1 card on the field. That's incredible. That is 6 really good effects, and you might have noticed it does not target. Really, really cool. And then last for the Monarch stuff, we are on the 1 Prime Monarch, and then the 1 Monarch's Erupt to ensure no fun is had on our opponent's side of the field. So that is it for the Monarch portion of the deck. We are only playing very limited amount of non-Monarch stuff. There is absolutely no room for hand traps in this deck. You do not play hand traps in my opinion. You just have to play as much gas and Monarch archetype spells, monsters to just set up a board as consistently as possible. Some of the non-monarch stuff we're playing is the Luminous Lunar Dragon. This card is really, really cool. So essentially it's like a quick effect change of heart for a monster that is less attacked than this card. And then you return this card to the hand. Really, really cool. I really like it. You can search it because it has Monarch stats. Another card that everybody loves that has Monarch stats is 1 Majesty's Fiend. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects. So if you have this up with an extra deck locked, unless they're like main deck and Duster, there's no way they can really get out of that. And then another card, which is everyone's favourite, is 3 Vanity's Fiend. No special summon for anyone. Doesn't bother you, of course, but your opponent, they won't like that. Unfortunately, it does not have the 1000 defense to meet all the Monarch spell and traps or monster effect criteria. That's why we're playing 3 of. Otherwise, it would just be the 1 of searchable. And then lastly, a card which used to be at 3 in the deck is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, I can never pronounce it. It's essentially just a free special summon from Tribute Fodder, but we have more ways to do that, but I still do think it warrants a place in the deck. It's also a draw 1, but it will put itself on the extra deck. And then lastly, we're not playing Cowboy, we're not playing Crossout, because then we'd have to play hand traps. We're just playing the 1 Triple Tactics. Again, you just want to use this to purely draw to go into all Monarchs spell or traps or monsters you can to get yourself up a nice board lock. Also, again, just to draw, you can't use like any pots because it will restrict you from special summoning, and you do special summon. So guys, that is it for the deck profile. Nice quick one. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you.